Hello everyone, I am your maths teacher Lakhan sir from Science Academy Tower. So student, in today's lecture, we are going to start the problem set, our first chapter, that is similarity. We had already covered all the practice set from chapter first, that is similarity. Now we are going to start problem set 1. So the question number first is select the appropriate alternative. That means we are given some 5 MCQ, just we have to solve it and write the answer. So the first question is, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, these are the two figures. In triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, in a one-to-one correspondence, their corresponding sides are in same proportion are given. That means AB is proportion with QR, BC is a proportion with PR, and AC is proportion with PQ. Then which of the following alternative is correct? Okay, so here first option is triangle PQR is similar to triangle AB. Just we have to write the correspondence of two triangles from corresponding sides of a two triangles. We have to given a correspondence of a or corresponding sides of a two triangles, and from that we have to write the correspondence of a two triangles. Okay. If triangle PQR similar to triangle ABC, then segment PQ is proportional with AB. आएगा असं इथे कुठे नाहीये. Okay, next. That means this statement is false. Now, if triangle PQR is similar to triangle CAB, then segment PQ is proportion with AC. Segment PQ is proportion with AC. This one is correct. Check second one. Then segment QR is proportion with segment AB. Here also QR is proportion with AB, and last one segment PR is proportion with segment BC. This one is also correct. That means option second is correct. That is triangle PQR is similar to triangle CAB. Check out in figure. Triangle PQR. If the name of second triangle starts from the vertex P, that means for triangle PQR, then for the first figure also their name starts from vertex C, that is triangle CAB. So the triangle PQR is similar to triangle CAB. So the option B is the correct. Second question is, if in triangle DEF and triangle PQR, angle D is congruent to angle Q, angle R is congruent to angle E, then which of the following statement is false? इथे आपल्याला कोणतं स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स आहे, चुकीचं आहे हे आपल्याला सांगायचं. दॅट मीन्स फ्रॉम द फोर ऑप्शन one option is incorrect and other three options are correct. That means from A, B, C, D, three options are correct and one answer is incorrect. So we have to write which of the following statement is false. So first of all, from the given condition, angle D is congruent to angle Q and angle R is congruent to angle E. That means if two angles of a first triangle are congruent to corresponding two angles of another triangle, then both the triangles are similar, not congruent. Both the triangles are similar by angle-angle test of similarity. That means these two triangles are similar. Okay, now if two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in same proportion. Okay, so check out. First, write the correspondence of triangle, then we get it. So, correspondence of triangle is, if I write the name of first triangle is triangle DEF, triangle DEF, then the correspondence of another triangle starts from the vertex Q. That means triangle QRP. If I start the name of the first triangle from vertex D, that is triangle DEF, then the name of the second triangle is triangle QRP. Now take its correspondence. So we get the correspondence of a triangle is D upon QR is equals to EF upon RP is equals to DF upon QP. DF upon QP. So check out which one is remaining here. EF upon RP is equals to DF upon PQ. This one is correct. Second option, DE upon PQ is equals to EF upon RP. Okay, so here check out. D is proportion with QR, but for the second option, they are given as D is proportion with PQ. That means second statement is incorrect. So for question second, the correct alternative is option B. Now MCQ number 3 is in triangle ABC and in triangle DEF. For example, these are the two figures in triangle ABC and in triangle DEF. Angle B is congruent to angle E. Angle B is congruent to angle E, as well as angle F is congruent to angle C. Angle F is congruent to angle C, and length of segment AB is 3 times of length of segment D. Then which of the following statement regarding the two triangles is true? Okay. So the first option is triangles are not congruent and not similar. Option number B is triangles are similar but not congruent. Option C is the triangles are congruent and similar, and option number D is none of the above. Okay. So from the figure, we know that the first two angles of the first triangle is congruent to the two angles of corresponding another triangle. That means both the triangles, that is triangle ABC, similar to triangle DEF by angle test of similarity. Why? Because two angles of first triangles are congruent to the corresponding two angles of another triangle. That's why both the triangles are similar by using angle test. That means if two triangles are similar, that means they are not congruent. So first statement is triangles are not congruent and not similar. So this is false. Triangles are similar but not congruent. So option number second is correct. That is, two triangles are similar but not congruent. Triangles are congruent and similar. This one is also false, and last one none of the above. So for MCQ number third, option B is correct. That is, triangles are similar but not congruent. Now directly MCQ number 5, because question number 4 is already covered in practice set 1.4. So MCQ number 5 is in figure segment XY is parallel to the segment BC. Then which of the following statement is true? Figure पाहिल्यानंतर तुमच्या असं लक्षात येईल की a line is parallel to the side of a triangle. Then we are using basic proportionality theorem. Why? Because a line is parallel to the any one side of a triangle, then we are using the basic proportionality theorem. And by using basic proportionality theorem, we get ax upon xb is equals to ay upon yc. So check out करा ऑप्शन मध्ये आहे का? असा एकही ऑप्शन नाहीये त्याच्यामध्ये ax upon xb and ay upon yc हा रेशो इक्वल आहे. मग ऑप्शन कोणता करेक्ट असेल? ऑप्शन A, B, C and D. Then if two triangles, that means if a line is parallel to the side of a triangle, that means we are using the basic proportionality theorem. So this line divides the remaining two sides in the same proportion. That means we get ax upon xb is equals to ay upon y. Okay. जर हे proportion सारखा असेल याचा अर्थ ab upon ac is also proportion with ax upon ay. पहा काय सांगितलं? जर by using basic proportionality theorem we get ax is proportion with axb and this ratio is equals to the ay upon yc. That means हे सुद्धा proportion बरोबर असतं. ab is proportion with ac is equals to the ax upon ay. That means we get ab is proportion with ac is equals to ax upon ay. मग चेक करा ऑप्शन आहे का? So ab upon ac is equals to ax upon ay. So the option number A is correct. Now question number second from problem set 1 is in triangle ABC, B dash D dash C. That means all the 3 points which are lie on a same line. That means all the 3 points are collinear, and length of BD is 7, length of BC is 20. Then we can find length of DC. Then find the following ratios. Okay, so first find the length of DC. So here segment BC is formed from segment BC कोणापासून तयार होते BD plus DC because B dash D dash C because all the 3 points which are lie on the same line. Okay, so length of BC is known, so length of BC is 20, length of BD is 7, then we have to find the length of DC. So plus 7 goes to the opposite side, so we get length of DC as 13 centimeter or 13 unit. Okay, so we get length of DC as 13 units. Now find the all three ratios. The first ratio is area of triangle ABD to area of triangle ADC. The first triangle, area of triangle ABD to area of triangle ADC. So we have to find all the three ratios. If all the three ratios are depends on the first point of a chapter, that is the ratio of areas of triangles. Okay. So out of this, there are three cases, and one more important property is if two triangles with common height and equal bases. There are three cases. First property is two triangles with different heights and different bases. Then their area is proportional to ratio of product of their bases and corresponding heights. If two triangles having equal bases, then area is proportional to their corresponding heights. If two triangles having heights are equal, then their area is proportional to their bases. And the last case is if two triangles sharing a one common vertex, then their area is proportional to their corresponding bases. Because if two triangles sharing a one common vertex, then their heights are equal, so their area is proportional to their bases. So all the three ratios are depends on the first property. So here first ratio is area of triangle ABD to area of triangle ADC. Okay, so here for both the triangles heights are not given. Heights are not given, that means they are sharing a one common vertex. Suppose for triangle ABD and for triangle ADC they share a common vertex A. That means for both the triangles their heights are equal. And if heights are equal, then their area is proportional to their corresponding bases. So for triangle ABD their base is BD, and for triangle ADC their base is DC. So their area is proportional to BD upon DC. So the reason is area is proportional to bases. So the length of BD is 7 and length of DC is 13. So the ratio of area of triangle ABD to area of triangle ADC is nothing but 7 upon 13. Now second ratio is area of triangle ABD to area of triangle ABC. Here also for both the triangles, for triangle ABD and for triangle ABC, A is the common vertex. And if two triangles sharing a one common vertex, then their area is proportional to their bases. So the for triangle ABD, their base is BD, and for triangle ABC, their base is BC. So their area is proportional to their bases. So we get BD upon BC. So we know the length of BD is nothing but 7 and length of BC is nothing but 20. So we get the ratio of area of triangle ABD to area of triangle ABC is nothing but 7 upon 20. Now the third ratio is area of triangle ADC to area of triangle ABC. Here also for both the triangles ADC as well as for triangle ABC, they share a one common vertex, that is A. So their area is proportional to their bases. So for triangle ADC, their base is DC, and for triangle ABC, their base is BC. So length of DC is 13, length of BC is 20. So we get area of triangle ADC to area of triangle ABC is nothing but 13 upon 20. So reason for all the three ratios is common, that is area is proportional to bases. Why? Because they share a one common vertex, and if two triangles sharing a one common vertex, then their heights are equal, and if heights are equal, then their area is proportional to their bases. Now, question number third is ratio of areas of two triangles with equal heights is 2:3. Similar questions from practice set 1.4 is ratio of areas of two triangles are given, but with both the triangles are similar. And if two triangles are similar and their ratios are given, then we are using the theorem of areas of similar triangles. But in question number third, its given statement is ratio of areas of two triangles with equal heights. And if for ratio of areas of triangle with equal heights, then their area is proportional to their bases. Can you reason आपल्या given condition काय दिली? Ratio of areas of two triangles but with equal heights, and if heights are equal, then area is proportional to their bases. Okay, next, if base of the smaller triangle is 6 centimeter, then what is the corresponding base of the bigger triangle? Okay, so first of all, consider two triangles with smaller and bigger. So suppose triangle ABC is smaller and triangle PQR is bigger triangle. Now take its ratios of areas of triangles. So we get area of triangle ABC with area of triangle PQR. Okay. So here the ratio of areas of two triangles with equal heights. If two triangles having heights are equal, then their area is proportional to their bases. So if we get BC upon QR. Why? Heights are equal, then area is proportional to corresponding bases. So the base of the triangle ABC is nothing but BC, and for triangle PQR is QR. Okay. But ratios of areas of triangle is given, that is 2:3. Now, base of the smaller triangle is 6 centimeters. So here triangle ABC is smaller triangle. So their base, that is BC, is 6 centimeter. And we have to find the corresponding base of the bigger triangle. So the base of the bigger triangle is nothing but QR. And we have to find the length of QR. So both the ratios are equal. So perform cross multiplication. So we get QR is equals to 6 into 3 divided by 2. So we get 6 3 is 18 divided by 2. That is nothing but 9 centimeters. So the base of the bigger triangle is 9 centimeters. So write down the final statement, that is base of bigger triangle is 9 centimeter. Now we'll directly start question number 6, because question number 4 and question number 5 both are simple and they are based on the first property, that is ratios of areas of two triangles. In question number 4, given that for triangle ABC and for triangle DCB, for both the triangles base is common, and if two triangles having base equal, then their area is proportional to corresponding height. Then we have to find the ratios of areas of triangle. Similarly in question number 5 also. So question number 4 and question number 5 are for homework. Now the question number 6 is triangle MNT and triangle QRS both are similar. So the base given condition is triangle MNT is similar to triangle QRS, आणि ही कंडिशन पाहिल्यानंतर एक गोष्ट लगेच लक्षात येते की both the triangles are similar, then by using theorem of areas of similar triangles we get ratio of their square of corresponding sides. Okay, then length of altitude drawn from point T is 5 and length of altitude drawn from point is 9, and find the ratio of areas of both the triangles. Okay, so we know that if two triangles are similar, the ratios of areas of those triangle is equals to ratio of square of their corresponding sides. But here we have to find the ratios of areas of triangle. So ratios of areas of both the triangles, but for that sides of a triangles are not given, but the altitude of both the triangles are given. So remember one thing which is very important. If corresponding sides or length of corresponding sides are not given and the length of altitudes are given, then one property is, remember, the ratio of areas of two triangles, the ratio of areas of two triangles is equals to the ratio of squares of corresponding altitudes. But where if two triangles are similar, this one is very much important condition. If two triangles are similar, then ratio of areas of two triangles is equals to the ratio of square of corresponding altitude. Here we have to find the ratios of areas of both the triangles, but to find the ratios of areas of two triangles, if two triangles are similar, then we are using the ratio of square of their corresponding altitude instead of ratio of square of corresponding sides. Why? Because the sides of corresponding triangles are not given, but the length of the altitude for both the triangles are given. That's why that if two triangles are similar, then the ratio of areas of both the triangles is equals to the ratio of square of their corresponding altitude. So for triangle MNT and for triangle QRS, their altitudes are T. For example, these are the two figures. Length of altitude drawn from the vertex T. So this one is the T. M N T. This is the altitude drawn from the vertex T is 5, and for triangle QRS, length of altitude drawn from point S. So QRS, whose length is 9. Then the ratio of areas of both the triangles is equals to ratio of their corresponding altitude. So write down the name of the altitude, that is Tx and Sy. So we get area of triangle. First write triangle MNT similar to triangle QRS. Then if two triangles are similar, then ratio of areas of two triangles and the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of square of corresponding altitudes. So we get area of triangle MNT to area of triangle QRS. We get the altitude of the first triangle is Tx square divided by altitude of the second triangle, it is Sy square. So length of Tx is 5, length of Sy is 9. So we get area of ratios of areas of both the triangles is 25 upon 80. Now, question number 8 is, because question number 7 is for homework, which is very simple. In question number 7, we have to apply the basic proportionality theorem, because given statement is line is parallel to the side of a triangle. So the question number 8 is, in figure, segment PA, segment QB, segment RC and segment SD all are perpendicular to the same segment, that is AD. Also, the length of segment AB is 60, length of segment BC is 70, length of segment CD is 80, length of segment PS is 280. Then find the length of segment PQ, QR and RS. Okay. So these questions were solved by using two methods, that is by using property of three parallel lines or by using basic proportionality theorem. So here, if we have to use basic proportionality theorem, then we have to make one construction, that is draw a segment or extend segment SP and segment AD to meet each other at point E. ओके, सो काय करायला लागेल आपल्याला, हे सेगमेंट एसपी आणि सेगमेंट एडी ला एक्सटेंड करायचे सच दॅट दे आर मीट ईच अदर ॲट पॉइंट ई. दोन्ही सेगमेंटला एक्सटेंड केल्यानंतर बोथ द लाईन्स आर इंटरसेक्ट ईच अदर ॲट पॉइंट एनीवेअर. ओके, सो construction write down. Extend segment AD and PS such that they are meet each other at point T. So make construction, extend both the segment up to point T. So here both the segment AD and PS intersect each other at point T. So we get one triangle, that is triangle TDS. So in triangle TDS, segment PA, segment QB, segment RC and segment SD all are perpendicular to the same line, that is AD. If two or more line is perpendicular to the same line, that means all the lines are parallel to each other. So here segment PA, segment QB, segment RC and segment SD are perpendicular to segment or perpendicular to line AD. And one property is, remember, if two or more lines are perpendicular on same line, then all the lines are parallel to each other. So we get PA parallel to the QB, QB is parallel to the RC, and segment RC is parallel to the, yes, here electricity given. Okay. Segment PA is parallel to the QB, QB is parallel to the RC, and RC parallel to the SD. Now in triangle TDS. Now in triangle TDS, if we are applying basic proportionality theorem, because line is parallel to the side of a triangle, then we get PQ proportion with segment QR, segment QR is proportional to segment RS, then they are equals to the AB is proportional to the BC, BC is proportional to the CD by basic proportionality theorem. That means we get PQS to QRS to RS is equals to, but length of AB is 60, BC is 70, CD is 80. So we get 60s to 70s to 80. That means all the three segments are in proportion with segment AB, BC and CD. So we get length of PQ is 60x, So let PQ is equals to 60x, QR is equals to 70x, and length of RS is equals to 80x. Okay, so here we know that from segment PQ, QR and RS, we get length of segment PS. So PQ plus QR plus RS. So length of PS is 280. So length of PQ is 60x plus 70x plus 80x. So we get 280 is equals to 60x plus 70x plus 80x. So 70 plus 80, 150, 150 plus 60, 210x. We get value of x as a 280 upon 210. So we get 4 as to 0, 0 cancel, 7 4 the 7, 3. So the length of x is 4 upon 3. Now, finally, we have to find the length of PQ, QR and RS. Now, we are getting the value of x. So the length of PQ is nothing but 60x, length of QR is nothing but 70x, and length of RS is nothing but 80x. So PQ is equals to 60x. So length of x is nothing but 4 upon 3. So after multiplying, we get 3 2s and 0. So 80. Length of QR is nothing but 70x. So 70 into 4 upon 3. So we get 7 for the 280 divided by 3, and length of RS, that is 80x. We get 80 into 4 upon 3. So we get 320 upon 3. So these are the length of PQ, QR and RS. Now we are directly start question number 10, because question number 9 is activity based question, which is very simple. So I start question number 10. In figure, bisectors of angle B and angle C, that is ray BX and ray CX, are the bisectors of angle B and angle C, and both are intersect each other at point X. Okay. So the bisectors of angle B and angle C of triangle ABC intersect each other at point X. Also, line AX intersect the segment BC in point Y. Then length of AB is 5, length of AC is 4, length of BC is 6. Then find ratio AX upon XY. Okay. आपल्याला काय फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे? To find the ratio of AX upon XY. So the given statement is ray BX and ray CX are the bisectors of angle B and angle C. Okay. So from that we get first one solution. In figure, ray BX is bisector of angle B. So by using angle bisector theorem, we get what angle bisector theorem states: the bisector of an angle of a triangle whose opposite side. So जो angle bisect केला त्याचे exactly opposite side find out. So in triangle AB by why? Because angle B is bisect by ray BX. So in triangle ABY, angle B is bisected, so their opposite side is AY. So जो angle bisect केला त्याच्या exactly opposite side चा ratio, मग opposite side is AY, so त्या side चा ratio काय मिळेल आपल्याला AX upon XY. हा कुणावर इक्वल असतो? In the ratio of remaining sides of a triangle. So remaining sides of a triangle AB and BY. So in figure or in triangle ABY, ray BX is a bisector of angle B. So by using angle bisector theorem, we get AX upon XY is equals to this ratio is equals to the remaining sides of a triangle. So which are the two remaining sides of a triangle? AB and B1. This is equation number 1 by angle bisector theorem. Similarly, In triangle ACY, in triangle ACY, here also ray CX bisect angle C. Ray CX is bisector of angle C. So by using angle bisector theorem, we get AX upon XY. So इथे अँगल कोणता बायसेक्ट केला अँगल सी त्याच्या एक्झॅक्टली अपोजिट साइड कोणती आहे AY. So त्याचा रेशो काय मिळेल AX upon XY. So this ratio is equals to the remaining sides of a triangle. So for triangle ACY, remaining sides are AC and CY. Equation number second by अँगल बायसेक्टर थेरम. इथे रिजन नाही लिहिलेलं चालेल बिकॉज आपण इथे सिमिलरली लिहिलेलं आहे. ओके, सो फ्रॉम इक्वेशन फर्स्ट अँड सेकंड वी गेट ax upon xy is equals to ab upon by is equals to ac upon cy. By using transitivity property, we get if ax upon xy is equals to ab upon by, in ax upon xy is equals to ac upon cy. That means all the three ratios are equal. So from first and second, we get ax upon xy is equals to ab upon by is equals to ac upon cy. So all the three ratios are equal. So here we are finding the value of ax upon xy. आपल्याला ह्या रेशोची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट करायची. फॉर दॅट we are applying the theorem on equal ratios for the remaining two ratios. So here ab upon by and ac upon cy both are the equal ratios. Here we are applying the theorem on equal ratio. What theorem on equal ratio state? If a upon b is equals to c upon d, here both the ratios are equal. So a upon b is equals to c upon d. Then we get a plus c upon b plus d. Then we are adding the numerators and denominators. So here also we are applying the theorem on equal ratios for these two ratios. That means ab upon by and ac upon cy. So we get ab plus ac divided by by plus cy by using theorem on equal ratios. So we know that AB plus AC. So length of AB is 5, length of AC is 4. 5 plus 4 divided by, here length of BY and CY is nothing but BC. BY plus CY is nothing but BC. So 5 plus 4, 9, length of BC is 6. We get value of ratio x upon xy is nothing but 3 upon 2. So here we are applying two theorems, that is angle bisector theorem and theorem on equal ratio. So this is our question number 10. Now question number 11 is, in quadrilateral ABCD, segment AD is parallel to the segment BC. That means the quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. Why? Because only one pair of opposite side is parallel. Also, diagonal AC and diagonal BD intersect each other in point P. Then show that AP upon PD is equals to the PC upon PB. Okay. Here we have to show corresponding sides are in same proportion. For that, their corresponding two triangles are similar. हे आपल्याला prove करावं लागेल. That means triangle APD is similar to triangle CPB. हे आपल्याला prove करावं लागेल. That means both the triangles are similar. Once two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in same proportion. So first of all, given that AD is parallel to the BC and BD is the transversal. So measure of angle ADP is congruent to the measure of angle CBP. Sorry, CBP. Why? Because they are alternate angles. This is equation number first. Now consider two triangles, that is in triangles APD and triangle CPB. Correspondence is very important. Now, from the first equation, we get angle ADP is congruent to the angle CBP from first, and here diagonal AC and diagonal BD intersect each other. That means if pair of two lines are intersect each other, then opposite angles form are congruent. So here angle APD congruent to angle CPB, both are vertically opposite angles. So here two angles of first triangles are congruent with corresponding two angles of another triangle. Then both the triangles APD and triangle CPB are similar by angle test of similarity. Once if two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in same proportion. So we get AP upon PC is equals to PD upon PB is equals to AD upon BC. They are the corresponding sides of similar triangles. That means we want only AP, PC, PD and BP. But finally we have to show that AP upon PD is equals to PC upon PB. But we get AP upon PC is equals to PD upon BP. So in last year we had seen some properties or the operations for equal ratio. Here both the ratios are equal. So for that we are performing alternando, invertendo, componendo, dividendo, and component and dividendo operation. These are the five operations which are we are performing on equal ratio. So here we are finally want AP upon PD. So this segment PD आपल्याला instead of PC च्या जागी हवे. So we are applying alternando operation. So what alternando operation state? If both the ratios are equal, then the second quantity of the first ratio is exchanged with the first quantity of the second ratio. So we get AP upon PD is equals to PC upon BP by using alternando operation. We get AP upon PD is equals to PC upon BP. We are directly starting the last question of problem set, that is 13, because question number 12 is activity based question which is simple. So question number 13 is, in figure the vertices of square DEFG are on the sides of a triangle ABC. So vertices of quadrilateral DEFG are on the sides of a triangle ABC. Also angle A is equals to 90 degree. Then prove that DE square is equals to BD into EC. DE square is equals to BD into EC. हे आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे. त्यासाठी हिंट काय दिले बघा क्वेश्चन मध्ये, शो दॅट ट्रायंगल GBD इज सिमिलर टू ट्रायंगल CFA. हे जर तुम्हाला प्रूव्ह करायचं असेल तर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल शो दॅट ट्रायंगल GBD सिमिलर टू ट्रायंगल CFE. फॉर दॅट first in the given figure we are seeing three triangles, that is triangle GBD, triangle GFA, triangle CFE. So first of all I show triangle GBD similar to triangle GFA, then triangle GFA similar to triangle CFE, and by using transitive property for triangles we get triangle GBD similar to triangle CFE. So first of all show that triangle GBD similar to triangle GFA, then triangle GFA similar to triangle CFE, and by using the property of transitivity for triangles we get triangle GBD similar to triangle CFE. So first of all in triangle GBD and triangle GFA, so the first condition is angle GDB congruent to angle GAF, because each of measure 90. Angle GAF is already 90. Here angle GDB is 95 because angle D is the angle of a square. So both are interior angle. Sorry, both are angles in linear pair. So their sum is 180 degrees. So angle GDE is 90. So angle GDB is also 90. So both are congruent. That's why each of 90. Also, angle AGF or angle GBD congruent to angle AGF. Why? Because they are the corresponding angles. Here, DEFG is a square. That means GF is parallel to the DE. That means GF is parallel to the BC. So here, GF and BC both are parallel lines. And for both the lines, AB is the transversal. So here, angle AGF is congruent to the angle DBG because they are the corresponding angles. So we get angle DBG congruent to angle AGF, corresponding angles. So triangle GBD similar to triangle GFA by angle test of similarity. This is equation number first. Now prove that triangle GFA is similar to triangle CFE. So now in triangle GFA and triangle CFE, here also angle CEF is congruent to the angle GAF. Why? Each of measure 90 degree. So angle FAG, angle FAG congruent to the angle FEC, each of measure 90 degree. Here also GF is parallel to the BC, so for both the line AC is the transversal. So here angle F and angle C both are the corresponding angles. So angle AFC, angle AFC congruent to the angle ECF because they are the corresponding angles. And if two angles of first triangles are congruent to the two angles of corresponding another triangle, then both the triangles are similar by using angle test of similarity. So from equation first and from equation second we get triangle GBD similar to triangle GFA and triangle GFA similar to triangle CFE. So by using transitivity property, what transitivity property of triangle says? If A is equals to B and B is equals to C, then A is also equals to the C. That here also triangle GBD similar to triangle GFA, triangle GFA similar to triangle CFE. That means triangle GBD similar to triangle CFE. So from first and second we get triangle GBD similar to triangle CFE. And once if two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in same proportion. So here we get GB upon CF is equals to BD upon FE is equals to GD upon C. Corresponding sides are in same proportion. Finally, we have to prove that D square is equals to BD into EC. So here we are using the last two ratios because BD into EC is getting from the last two ratios. So we are using, but DEFG is a square. DEFG is a square. That means all sides of a square are equal. That means DE is equals to FE is equals to GF is equals to GD. So instead of FE and GD, instead of FE and GD, we write DE because all sides of a square are equal. So we get, or right here, but FE is equals to GD is equals to D. We get BD upon D is equals to D upon C. Instead of FE and GD, we write D because they are the sides of a square. So finally, both the ratios are equal. So perform cross multiplication. So D into D is nothing but D square and BD into CE. This is what we have to prove. So similarly, we are completing the problem set first for the first chapter similarity, as well as we are completing the first chapter of geometry. So for tomorrow, the problem set 1 is for homework. So solve all the questions from first to 13 questions. If anyone have any doubt, then please comment in the comment box or directly call me. So, and most important thing, stay home, stay safe and keep practicing.